right, so the amazing run of Castlevania Dracula X Best Ending is starting up now. SBDWolf is here to commentate this run done by Hensachi60. SBDWolf, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm SBDWolf. I used to have the record in this game before some more people, beat my time several times, including Ensachi right here. She used to have the former record. Yeah, this game is... okay, a lot of people call this a port of Castlevania Round of Blood, which came out in 1993 on PC Engine, and that was kind of the intention, but what ended up coming out of Konami's ovens didn't quite end up being a port. This game is best thought as kind of a game of its own, because it has pretty different level layouts, it has different game mechanics here and there, the game just works completely different, so... yeah, we'll hopefully get to see a pretty exciting run. This is a very technical run for sure, with a bunch of RNG involved as well. Some parts of this run will definitely keep us a little bit on the toes. I think we're gonna get to see some cool skips here and there, so I hope you're all looking forward to that. Castlevania runs are always awesome. We have an estimate of 26 minutes. For reference, the records are around 13 minutes, and that's honestly a fair estimate, because stuff going wrong in this game can cost you a lot of time. It's just, it can be that brutal a run. The thing with Castlevanias is, if you die, you lose your sub-weapons, and then suddenly you have to do backups. That can be terrible, so... it's kind of a tough thing about it. Okay, I think the run might be about to start. Time will start as soon as we gain control of Richter, which is going to be after we press new game. And then there's going to be a map screen, and after the events, the map screen. That's when you gain control. Although maybe for marathon timing, we'll go on new game. That's a little bit easier.
2, 1, start.
We're counting down now. Yeah, the started time. Okay, fair enough. Marathon timing. Alright, talk a little bit about Richter's form of movement. His walk is really slow, so if you can, it is ideal to either jump or backflip. Both forms of movement are faster. Jumping tends to be faster if you can't get a low backflip. However, depending on the exact distance you need to cover, you still might prefer doing a backflip. We just had a pretty sick climb screen. That screen is actually quite hard. We're doing jumps backward while facing to the left, and the reason for that is because in this screen there are Medusa heads that spawn where you're facing, and so we're spawning them backwards where they don't bother us. We're also trying to make sure that we take some damage on the way to the end of the screen, of the stage, because at the end of a stage we're gonna have a results screen as well, and this results screen is gonna count how many hearts we have, but also how much health we have left, and the more health we have left, the more frames we lose, so... that's the reason for that. We picked up the cross. That's going to be useful for the boss coming up. A few backflips on those flippable platforms. If any of those miss, you die. And then we're making our way to the boss. This boss will hopefully go down pretty quickly if Ensachi manages to do this setup where you just walk forward into the boss's area and then do 2 item crashes. So this first one looks like it's going to hit fully. And the second one looks good as well. Very nice. Bit of a sketchy boss if it gets going, but very nicely done on the 2 item crashes. There you go.
最高点でした。
若干低かったかも。
おまけしてくれてありがとうございます。
And this is going to be stage 2. Let's see. There's gonna be some fishmen here at the start. We're gonna take care of them with a combination of some whips and some crosses. And then everything is collapsing behind us, because of course it is. Including this bridge. Definitely, yet again, another scary situation in which if you actually get hit by one of these things, you're probably dead, because the bridge is collapsing behind you. It's fastest to stand to land on this part before the drawbridge as far right as possible, because Richter auto walks during that cutscene and it's slow. Making our way through this, picking up a few big hearts. An interesting mechanic about this game is that the hearts that you have at the end of each stage carries over into the next one. So this makes this game have some interesting heart routing. You're going to want to pick up not just the hearts that you need for the stage, but also for the rest of the run. And there's another interesting mechanic involving hearts I'll maybe talk a little bit about later. But for now, watch this skip. So we're going to bait the Spear Knight to do a lunge attack and then jump into it. And whenever the Spear Knight is in that state, it gives you high knockback. And you can use that to fly to the upper floor straight away, skipping an entire section where you need to go to the left and then up and then to the right. All right, Bad Boss. We're going to take care of that with a few crosses, a few whips. And then on the second cycle, a few item crashes, and that's hopefully going to kill this boss in 2 cycles. Looking good. Just take one more hit here, and this should do it. Perfect. Alright. Backflip for the orb. Hoping to not land on the orb on the same frame it's landing, because that would actually soft lock the game. Funny game. But yeah, stage 3. Bit of a climb. Probably involving some damage boost as well. This is definitely a very fun screen. Like anything in this game, like the backflip, the way it works is you have to repress B in mid-air, and the later you do it, the more height you get until I think frame 15, because that's the last frame you can backflip. And so, like, anytime you have a climb screen like that, it's a matter of pressing B at the right time to minimize the amount of air time. Just make it a backflip that's barely high enough to reach. They need that Spear Knight to hit you from up top, so you can damage boost through the one on the bottom. And then an invincibility potion. I don't think Ensachi is going to do this. But in this screen, technically, there is a bat boost where you can bait these bats on the left, and then if you position yourself on this platform coming up and do a max side backflip, which is where you backflip. Oh, she's going for it. Okay. Max side backflip. Oh, just a little bit too late. Okay. At least she didn't die, so we can finish the screen. Yeah, so that would allow getting up to the staircase right away. It's a very dangerous trick, so major props for attempting it. Because yeah, if you're barely off and you still get boosted on the right, you're not gonna make it to the staircase and you're gonna fall into the water. But yeah, that's the end of stage 3. Normally, oh, she's picking up more hearts probably, because or wait, is this? Oh, this is best ending. Oh, I didn't catch that. Okay, I was gonna say, so if you fall in any of these pits, you're gonna go into the bad ending route, and that is the any % route. But this is best ending, so actually we're gonna try to finish this, and this is gonna make us fight a different boss. This game has branching paths, and depending on the path you follow, you get different endings. So here, I think this is called Dollar Hand. I think, yeah, this item crash is going to Manepis pattern. He should take a walk back. And then she should be able to just whip it down. Oh no, I guess it's just gonna stand completely still. Okay, cool. Dollar Hand down. Yeah, complete miss. This was bad standing. Okay, so the point of this is going to be to follow this path so that you pick up this key and then you use this key to open the door that is in stage 4 here. This is going to be regular stage 4. If we fell down the pit in the previous room, we would have fallen into stage alternate 4, which is faster. But this is the main stage 4, and this is going to have a gate that can be opened with this key that is going to have one of the maidens you need to rescue. I forget her name. I think it's Maria. I think the first one is Maria. But and then that's gonna give us the good ending right away. And then in stage 5, actually I believe it's stage alternate 5 that we're gonna go through. But in stage alternate 5, there's gonna be Richter's girlfriend, which I forget how she's called. But that's gonna be the next one to save. And then if you get both of them, that's gonna be the best ending. So we do need to keep the key up until that. So we're gonna be mainly relying on Richter's movement and whips to get through this.
とんでもない動きするんで。
All right. Oh.
まあまあ
あちょっと
Uh-oh. This could be scary. But the gate is coming up soon. I believe it's the next screen.
水を
Okay.
そこをショートカットして
Oh, she's going for some backflips.
多分大丈夫。
Oh no! Dang, that's
バ
unfortunate.
ックアップ使っていいですか
大丈夫です。はい。ここはもう
I think she's gonna have to put in a password
あの
for this because, yeah, again, like brutal Castlevania stuff. When you die, you lose your sub weapon, and that includes the key you have. So, so in like without putting in a password or using a safe state, there is basically no way to get the best ending anymore. So yeah, I think she's gonna be rebooting the game and putting in a password for this probably.
あれ
Brutal game indeed.
ちなみに今偏差値さんはね Wii U でプレイされてるんですけども、今ではアドバンスコレクションとか
Props for the movement she still went for though. Like that, making up those moving platforms like that is far from easy. Because again, in this game, when you backflip,
ちょうど
it depends on the exact frame you press B, how much height you actually end up getting. And I believe for these moving platforms, you need max height backflips. Yeah, I almost made it again. Okay, there we go.
ここを開けるのに必要に
So now you get to see. This is where Maria is held up.
で、マリアを救出することができました。これも
And rescuing her already gives you the good ending.
実はもう一回もらう
But then we're gonna need to make our way to stage alternate 5
助けないといけない。
and save. Again, really sorry. Forgot the name of Victor's girlfriend.
リボンはついてないです。はい。
A silent crash to get rid of the floating skulls.
マリアを遊びたい方は PC エンジン版をやりましょう。はい。
Oh, these fleamen suck. They're all random.
地下を進んでいきます。
Okay.
でここでね、この当時まだセムシ男だったのかな、飲み男かな。名前がちょっとね変わるんで。
Yeah, it makes complete sense to take this action very safe because these fleamen just kind of do whatever they want, and if you just book it, you can just get screwed over.
スケルトンで死ぬってなんだ
And we do have another key that we absolutely need to keep now.
で何度でも生き返ることになります。でここでですね、鍵を回収してないと左に行ってば
I'm gonna use it right here.
鍵を使って右行くことで、ステージ5ダッシュですね、裏ルートに進
And then, if I remember correctly, there is
で、ステージ5はですね、
there is no key you need to key for stage alternate 5. You just need to survive to
でここはですね、
the end.
まあ、
Very beautiful looking stage IMO.
ドクロ
Um,
これがまあ毎回必ず
there's gonna be some interesting sections here.
結構大事になってきます。
I believe the next screen is going to be a whole bunch of moving platforms and a cycle to make.
いいですね。でここは下に下がって、でここは下に降りる場合は、
あちょっとごめんなさい
Oh, dang.
まあここはまあ
Yeah, this game is brutal with enemy spawns. But yeah, this is continuable because no key.
この子らこの半魚人君たち結構出てくるとこはえげつなく出てくるんで、ピンポイントでも本当出てくるんで大変なんですよね。
These platforms. Cool.
で、クロスを
Next screen is an auto scroller.
でここはだんだん登ってい水がね水位が上がっていくので、そこに負けないように早く進んでいくのをやります。上に天井針があるので、
And then I believe we're finally saving the last maid.
壺を取ってどんどん進んでいって、ホワイトドラゴンを倒しつつ、
Since you can't remember her name, what do you want to
こ
name
こは
her?
もう被弾しても大丈夫。
Oh boy.
ここでですね、
Let's
水が出てるところを破壊します。そうすると水位が下がって
Sarah.
その先に
I don't know.
There's a great name.
これを
That's perfect.
What I really should do is just look it up.
条件になります。
All right, we can do that right now, right? Let's see. Google surely knows the answer, right?
助けたので、
That's a net. Okay.
助けるとですね、体力
Okay,
Sarah
cool.
and Nat,
小
that
ダメージを
basically the same.
Yeah, same difference.
ここもね、
All right, so we saved her. So that's gonna give us the best ending. So now we just need to make the way to the boss. I believe Insachi is gonna try to keep. Oh, was it the axe? I thought the objective was to keep the cross to do item crashes. Okay, I might be. It might have been a while since I saw a run of this category. Dagger. Stopwatch. Okay. There might be some strats I might not be into. Oh, you just get across here. Okay. Okay, that makes more sense. Cool. Yeah. So you can use this cross to get a quick kill on this boss. This item crash here should do a ton of damage. You can even kill it on that suckle potentially, I think, but that's a bit tight. Yeah, just one more whip to go. Awesome. Okay. Back to some stages that I'm a bit more familiar with because I've run 80% a lot more. Stage 6 is going to be the clock tower stage, which is going to include a lot of vertical screens and a lot of max side backflips that you're gonna want to go for. So let's see. This is gonna start with a screen with some red skeletons. Right away, there is some danger of bashing into the second one. Yeah, very smart to just kill it. Because otherwise, you could just backflip onto the staircase and then you bash into the skeleton and die. Oh yeah, you start with stage with no stopwatch, so you actually have to do this without a stopwatch. That's a difference from any percent. Damage was there, still took care of it. There's a whole screen on the right that you're not seeing because you can just do that. Okay, yeah, just killing the Spear Knight. Okay, and then there's gonna be a sequence of max side backflips here. They don't all need to be max side, but you need to go for 3 of these to make it onto the moving platform. I've never seen that strat. What? I guess not. I guess you don't need to do them. You can just do a jump to the right and a jump to the left. Wow, that's amazing. Okay. Huh. Very interesting. Cool. Sorry, I'm still mesmerized by that. Last screen, this is gonna be one more climb. Okay. Yeah, she's gonna try to board this gear quickly, which is finicky. They're making onto this platform, and then there's gonna be a tough ending where we make it to the gear on the left and then jump to this platform. Very nicely done. That's a lot harder than it looks. Doing an extra backwards to collect more hearts. And then Carmilla, which is... No! This is best ending, so you fight death. Alright, so this first phase is pretty chaotic. Just mainly trying to use axes to hit it. Right, because if this was the bad ending, you'd be fighting a different boss now. But that is a lot harder than Carmilla, which would be kind of a fixed and consistent axe juggle. I believe this boss has a bit of randomness to it. The second phase is really scary. But there we go. And the Japanese version also has a different death animation for this boss, which is more kind of graphic, but it is faster. So or wait, is the US version faster for this boss? I forget. Yeah, I think it might be faster, actually. We're talking about a very small difference, something like 20 frames. But yeah, that is one little interesting bit of curiosity. The US version has a different death animation for that boss, and I think that makes that version slightly faster. Alright, final screen, damage boosting through that wall of things. You can get your health back here in this candle. And then there's a couple difficult tricks here at the end of the stage. So first you're gonna try to boost off of the Spear Knight on the left. Very nicely done, and make it onto the platform. And then on this final screen, you could go all the way up and ride these platforms from the right side, but instead you can do damage boost from the bottom and then damage boost from the into the Spear Knight, or Axe Knight. That's an Axe Knight. Very nicely done. Stocking up on hearts before Drac. So the heart mechanic I didn't talk about. this game, the way it handles like double and triple shots, if you've played other Castlevania games, if you have between 0 and 9 hearts, between 0 and 19 hearts, you can only have one axe on screen at the same time. If you have between 20 and 29, you can have 2, and if you have 30 and above, you can have 3. So it is important to manage your hearts in such a way that you not only have enough hearts to throw enough sub-weapons at bosses, but also enough to be able to throw a triple shot, which is very important for Dracula right here. This is a very infamous fight, and the axe is the best sub-weapon for it. And it is very important to be able to throw all the axes you need for each cycle to minimize the amount of cycles, which are all very random also. Dracula can spawn in any of these 8 pillars, and he can be a real jerk about it sometimes. And Sachi is trying this strat that's able to cover 7 spawns, but I believe she just got a far left spawn, which is the only spawn that you cannot hit at all. Not much health left on Dracula though, so this should be done pretty soon. Potentially one more cycle, depending on luck. Okay, very good. And then Dracula has a final form, which should hopefully go down pretty quickly. This axe can be used to clear the fireballs as he throws them. You can crouch to cancel the knockback here. And then this fight should be done very quickly. There we go. And that's basically the runtime is as soon as Richter grabs the orb, which Insachi is just doing with an anti-crash. There is a slightly faster way to do this, but it's extremely risky because you risk falling into the pit. And there we go. 18:59 for best ending is a very nice time. GG's to Insachi, very good showcase. Yeah, that was Castlevania Dracula X. Hope you enjoyed that run, and thank you for having me on commentary. It's always fun to watch a run of this game. This is a very technical movement-based run. So personally, this kind of game is just exactly right up my alley. I love Castlevania, so there you go.
SBDWolf, thank you for that wonderful commentary. Where can the people in chat find you?
I'm on twitch.tv at SBDWolf. You can also find me on YouTube at SBDWolf and on Blue Sky at SBDWolf. Or sorry, I think Blue Sky handles are a little bit more complicated than that, but it's, what is it, SBDWolf.bsky. But yeah, you can probably search for it.
Well, thank you so much again. Chat, don't you go anywhere because we have more RTA in Japan coming up in just a little bit. I'll be back with you with our next run in just a few moments.
やらせていただいたベストエンディングと、あとはグッドエンディングっていうマリアだけを救出するカテゴリーも一応あるんですけども、今日はやっぱり助けるなら2人とも全員助けた方がいいなってリヒターかっこいいなと思いましたので、今回の RJ はベストエンディングで応募させていただきました。ありがとうございました。中さん何かありましたら。私は写真撮れたので、もういつ終わっていただいても大丈夫です。
はい、まあね、ぜひ悪魔城やっぱり皆さん難しいって意識はあるんですけど、まあそんなにこうねちょっと慣れていけばちゃんとクリアできるゲームですから、ぜひプレイしてみてください。今だったらアドバンスコレクション、アドバンスコレクションがこれ出てるんで、ぜひチャレンジしてみてください。では皆様ご視聴いただきましてありがとうございました。
ありがとうございました。